Now, how long does this entire process take, start to finish?
Yeah, so most of these projects take anywhere from 1 to 3 months, depends on the size and location and types of roof and facility that you have. Anything, from design to construction to commissioning. Commissioning is where you basically turn the switch on.
Sure.
And that's even that doesn't interrupt your power, by the way. That's a 15-minute process where you connect the solar to your building, and that takes 15 minutes. So you could do that after 5 o'clock, or if you're an organization that doesn't need to be shut down. So 1 to 3 months typically is the time frame.
Okay. Now, do you make the contacts with like Dayton Power and Light, or is that the individuals?
We do that. We actually, we have to get all the permits. We have to get all the interconnect agreements, they're called, with the utilities. So we work very closely with the utilities. Actually, it's a seamless process. Those permits and agreements take 4 to 6 weeks, but they have to be done. And you do have to use certified electricians and NABCEP certified approved workforce to do this work. I mean, it's very well controlled and reliable.
Okay. The federal government does offer incentives for this, don't they?
Yes, they do. Yeah, right now, federal government is running a very good incentive. There's a 30% investment tax credit. So in the past, you might have heard of utilities offering rebates, or the state had grants. Well, those have gone away now, and what you have is this investment tax credit that pays for about 30% of the cost of the solar. On top of that, you have this year a 50% bonus depreciation. So what that allows you to do, if you're an organization, and typically this means for-profit organizations that file taxes, they get about half the cost of the total solar project paid by these federal incentives.
Okay. Do you assist in the paperwork on this?
Absolutely, yes, we do. We are very familiar with all the government contracting and incentives and filing, whether it's a grant or credit, and we also have CPAs that can help our clients and that do our paperwork, that are very familiar with these tax incentives and programs.
What would be the financial benefit of getting into a solar system?
There's several great financial reasons. First, if you are a nonprofit, like a city or a school or a church, you're not filing taxes. What you want to do in that case is do a power purchase agreement with us. And on that power purchase agreement, you would not incur any cost up front for the solar array. You would just pay your electric bill. You would pay 2 electric bills, one to the solar company and one to your regular utility. And the solar piece saves you about 10 to 15% compared to your utility rates. So there's no cash up front. You save first month 10 to 15%. And long term, you're hedging your costs of utility rates going up. I mean, in Ohio, for instance, I think the PUCO data shows that the rates have gone up about 8 to 10% in the last 10 years. 8 to 10% a year for industrial and commercial clients. So those folks can now go solar, partial solar, 50, 60, 70% solar, and not worry about those cost increases.
Okay. If a business feels that they really can't totally go the solar way, is there other benefits for them or any other options?
They can, if they can't afford the cost up front, they can sign this power purchase agreement and still have solar. So nonprofits and even small businesses that, for instance, we had a company that is investing in equipment, let's say. Okay, they don't have the capital to invest in solar. Well, that's great. Keep doing that. Keep doing your investments in equipment and people and growing your business. We'll find the investors to invest in your solar array so that you don't have to worry about that upfront capital. The investors will pay for that cost because then they'll get all the tax benefits and they get the ROI on that system. and you just pay them the monthly charge at a discounted rate.
Okay.